Hi, I'm Greg Sims, and I'm a commercial photographer in Boise, Idaho. And I have a company called Tri-Digital Group that includes Jim Armstrong and Matt Hagler and myself, and an array of very incredible support people that help us create some images.
Hey guys, welcome to Tri-Digital Group. I'm one of the co-owners. My name is Jim Armstrong, and I'm partnered with Greg Sims. And you're at the Tri-Digital World Headquarters.
So we're going to think of inventive ways of creating images that are compelling, but aren't necessarily the traditional ways that you would light something. There's lots of different ways of doing things. We want to understand light, we want to learn how to control light, and utilize anything that we can to produce an image that's going to be compelling. That's the quest of our show here. We want to help you think outside the softbox. As a commercial photographer, I've been doing this a long time. It goes beyond business. It goes beyond anything that's really describable. It's a passion, deep passion for what I do. There's nothing like it. For me, what happened the first time I ever saw a print come up in a darkroom tray, that was what did it for me. And from then on, I haven't stopped. I dedicate myself. I shoot constantly. I shoot every day something. I'm pushing limits. I'm constantly changing my style. I don't even have a style that I can tell you. We do everything from babies and bassinets to Boise State University. Anything under the sun, we have an interest in visually. We have a vast array of clients from Albertsons to Pearl Zany. We do a lot of work with Boise State, and we have a commercial edge. We do a lot of compositing imagery and a lot of traditional imagery. I spend my life, everything that I do, basically live in a visual life. And that's my goal, that's my quest. If I can live a visual life, I feel like I've got a really good life going.
We've got a great studio here. It's about 5,000 square feet. Been here for about 5 years now. We've got an awful lot of things in here. We've got a great office setup over here. We do a lot of tabletop, which is the setup that we've got over here. Great cyc wall. Do all kinds of different setups that we have in here, from model shoots to really, you name it, we got it set up. Today we're going to be doing a lighting demonstration by Greg, and so that's what this is set up over here. Great little client area. We've got a model area over here as well too, so we do a lot of makeup, a lot of setups with models. And of course you can see a commercial kitchen. We can put 2 stylists in here, do an awful lot of food work, a lot of packaging work. So really a mixed things that we do here at Tri-Digital Group. Over here on the right hand side that we've got is a prop room. So we've got everything imaginable, plates, napkins, you name it. Over the last 10 years that we've been doing work here at Tri-Digital, we started our business with Albertsons and been doing a lot of food product shots for them. And this is kind of our little area that we have in here. And we've also got down this hallway, we've got a fine art business that we do. We produce giclées. So this is going to be a little dark. This is kind of the little tunnel here. As I said, we've got 5,000 square feet, so we get a chance to be able to kind of spread our wings a little bit. But in here we do giclée printing. Got a couple of Epson presses. We do a lot of stuff on canvas, fine art, or photo paper. And a lot of our clients actually will allow us, or they want us to do fine art prints. And this is our room that we do it as well too. So we get a chance to do some proofing, different things like this. We've got a client project filter. We just got done doing some autograph cards for them, but it's nice to be able to manage and control printing from our side as well too. What I want to show you too before we kind of end this thing is we've got our server room. It's an X-rayed server that we have, and a lot of our clients, we store their files, have sophisticated software that allows our clients to be able to download imagery on the fly, and it's loaded with files. Of course, you'll have that over 10 years of doing business. There's probably, I can imagine what's on there, but hundreds of thousands of files.
So for me, on the artistic journey that I'm on, I worked for a long time as a portrait photographer, and I had a great business. I love my clients. I love shooting kids and all that. I just got a little burned out. Felt like I was kind of doing the same thing. The work that we're currently doing, what's interesting to me is that we can actually create images, anything that's imaginable. We do a lot of stuff on location, but for me, it's the idea of building images that don't exist, okay? Taking photographs of people in one place, putting them in Paris, changing the sky, shooting aircraft, anything that's imaginable, anything that I can push myself to create is where my direction is. I'm following the energy. When I sit down at the table and I'm getting ready to start working on something, I don't even know where it's going to go most of the time. I sit down, I look at it, I play with it. I'll create something, sit back, look at it again, go make a sandwich, come back and look at it. Much like a painter, it's every element is controllable now for what I do, and it's a big departure from the portrait studio that I had, which was there was a certain look that everybody expected and everybody wanted. And this, in the current configuration of what we do in our studio, we're able to create images that are beyond imagination, from something that looks super illustrative to something that looks totally real. But the power of photography, the power of imagination is what really drives the industry. And we're going to do that with some simple lighting techniques that are going to help you step outside of that system that you're in every day, that you know, get it done, get it, you know, the nervousness of not wanting to try anything. And today we're going to talk about a couple things, that some housekeeping that we really have to deal with, and it's rules and laws. Rules are made to be broken, and we're going to break probably most of them today, or some of them today. And but laws can't be broken, the laws of physics. And it's really important for you guys to understand a couple of them that are going to help you shoot outside the box, think outside the box, and create images that you would never even consider before. The first one's the inverse square law. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's really simple. An object twice the distance from the light source will receive a quarter amount of the illumination, okay? This is important for you guys. First off, if you have a strobe at a certain distance, if you move back 5 feet, and say it's exposed at f11, if you move it 5 more feet back, you would think it would be f8. That would be the normal idea, that it's twice as far away, it's going to open up a stop. It's actually 2 stops. And this is important when you guys are doing group photography. If you have somebody up in the front and you're trying to move them to the back, you're trying to wonder why the light's so dark. It's the inverse square law. You have to understand that that's how that's going to work, okay? So just remember that as you move back, as you double your distance, you have to open up 2 stops, not just 1. And 1 is what you would think. The next one is angle of incidence equals angle of reflectance. And this is a simple law again, but basically what happens is when you set up a strobe at a 45-degree angle to a reflective surface, it's going to bounce at 45 degrees in the opposite direction. This is crucial information. You have to understand this, because we're going to be bouncing light like crazy all over the place, and knowing where it's going to go and why something isn't being lit is all because of this law right here. So softboxes, umbrellas, everything that we do is really bouncing light, and it's really critical that we understand that it's going to bounce at the same angle. Eyeglasses on people when you're taking photographs, you've got a strobe right here and you can see it. You have to raise the strobe, tip the glasses. There's all kinds of things we can do for that. But this is basically a law that I want you guys to understand. And we fumble and bumble around here just like anybody else. When I first became a commercial photographer and we started having clients come in here, I was so paranoid that clients would come in and I'd be screwing around with f-stops and lights wouldn't work and they want to change something around, and I was totally paranoid that I wouldn't be able to do it. And when it really comes down to it, all they're expecting is a shot. And experimenting, we're organic here. We'll start off with a simple idea, and 90% of the time that idea will not be the idea that we end up with. So it's organically grown. Try this, try that. Let's move this light over here. Let's move that light over there. Don't be pigeonholed into softbox, 45-degree angle, kicker light over here. Boom, I'm done. I'm out the door. I'm going home. You're never going to improve that way. It will never happen. You have to experiment. You have to take photographs. You have to squint. Spend your life squinting. That's where it's at. All of us here are going to help you think outside the softbox. Let's break some rules. Let's keep some laws. Thanks for joining us on Outside the Softbox.